So the question is, if we let go, does that mean that we shouldn't set any goals, short-term or long-term? I'll tell you from back in my university days, I studied computer science, and one of the subjects that I studied was called software project management. And we had this lecturer who would come in every week, and he would start the lesson with exactly the same thing. And he would say, planning is useful, but plans are useless. And I never understood what that meant. But there's something very key in that message. It's very useful to plan. It's a very useful way to live our life, to have ideas about where we want to go and what we want to do. But holding on to the plans is where you fall down. Being fluid, being flexible, constantly changing, and this is what you learn in management and working in complex projects in IT and in the corporate world, is that as the circumstances change, your plans constantly have to evolve, constantly have to be adapted. New issues arises, new challenges. How do you move around them? How do you still succeed without completely falling apart? And the reason we fall apart is because we look at our plan in our life and we say, this is not going according to plan. Well, make a new plan. You can only plan within the confines of what hukam is taking you. If hukam is taking you in a particular direction, you can only go in that way. And if that works, fantastic. If it doesn't work, you need to listen. You need to listen to what hukam is doing. So it isn't that you don't have any goals in your life. It isn't that you don't want to go anywhere. It's that you're not so precious about the outcome. You're not holding on to this idea, because if you hold on to the idea of life turning out a certain way, as soon as it doesn't turn out that way, what you've done is you've invested so much time and energy into that you've placed your happiness there. You've left your happiness so far away that life is now going in a different direction. You don't know what to do, because in your head, in your plan, your happiness sits in that direction, but life is going in a different direction. And that applies to absolutely everything. We have a plan for how long we're going to live. We have a plan for how long we're going to spend with our family members. The truth of the matter is that the more that you're able to adapt, the more you're able to let go of your ideas, of your goals, of your objectives, the more happy you will be. You have to remember that you are capable of being happy in any scenario, but you're also capable of choosing not to be happy. You can choose to focus on the things that aren't happening in your life, or you can choose to just see life as it's happening right now. So, make all the plans that you want. It gives God something to laugh at. So feel free to make plans, but don't hold on to them. Because if you think that you're the one in control, well, that's the biggest joke.